Hi, good morning, boys and girls. Mrs. Garrett here today with day 4 of our All About Writing lessons. Super excited. You guys, you've done so much work, and now today is the day where we're going to think about editing and revising the work that we have done. We want to go back and for sure finish the All About Author page, which you guys know how to do that, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. Then we want to go back and we're going to check each page. We're going to check for detailed pictures and words. We're going to check for capitals, punctuations, good spacing. Do we want to add any text features or anything like that as we go back through? Okay. So again, just a reminder today, our goal is to check the details and the work on each page. We're going to look for 3-star coloring. What text features did you use? Did you use good writing structure and punctuation conventions, all that stuff? And we'll talk about all of that as we go through. Okay. All right. So boys and girls, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to go back, and I think I'm going to use my Flamingo book today, which means it may look a little bit different than yours, and that's okay, right? Because one of the things I want you to know is you can use the paper that you have in the packets that we shared with you, or you can just do what I do and you could create it with just any page laying around. Authors use and write their books in many different ways, so you get to choose. Okay. All right. So boys and girls, one of the things that I want to pull up for today, and just a quick reminder, I had told you that I wanted you to do your All About page on your own. You guys kind of know that. Well, this is what I'm going to share with you today. It is our pictures and words scale. You know that we've used that in the classroom. We were getting really great at that before our break started. So let's take a look at this real quick, okay? This says I can use detailed pictures and words, and we would change this part, but to say to teach a reader all about something, and I can do it across pages. So I can use detailed pictures and words to teach about a topic across pages. So the first thing we want to look, and you know, Miss Garrett, you could have mom or dad print this out for you. And you know, Miss Garrett really likes to fold it. So I'm only focusing on one part. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to look at each one of my pages. So let me go back to my front cover. All right, so I want to see, did I draw a detailed picture on my front cover? If I did, I would put a check. Did I use 3-star coloring? I did. I colored in the lines. I don't see any white space. I outlined. I have background detail. So I did 3-star coloring there. So I'm going to check that. Did I use labels? Well, you can see on this page that I went down here and I added labels to the shrimp. Labels on a front cover are not always that important, but if you want to, you can. Did I use any illustration sprinkles on this page? Let's take a quick look, close up at that one. Illustrations are sprinkles are those things like sound bubbles, thinking bubbles, speech bubbles, motion lines, labels. So any of those things that I wanted to add. And again, it's my front cover. I don't know that I wanted to add a whole lot of that on there right now, but I would give it a check if I thought I needed to. And then did I tell my story across pages? Well, I haven't even started that yet. So let's go ahead and look in here. I want to make sure that I have, I added a dedication page. Now, if you guys want to just take a page, or even on the back of your front cover, if you want to add a dedication page, you could do that. Perry was my inspiration for this, and so that's why I dedicated this book to her. You might think about who, if you wanted to add a dedication page, like who are you writing this book for, or who's somebody that is important and that helped you in the writing of this book. Maybe you might dedicate it to your mom or dad or whoever helped you to write your book. All right. So then, boys and girls, I'm going to go to my table of contents, make sure that I have good spaces, I have detail here. Just double check all of that. All right, now I'm going to go to my very first page. Here, did I draw a detailed picture? I think I did. If I didn't, then I would go back like right here. I see a little bit of color needed. Maybe I need to label something more. But then I could go back and I could fix that up. So did I do 3-star coloring? I think so. Did I add labels to my picture? I have labeled the water. I've labeled the countries or the continents. And I have my heading. Did I use illustration sprinkles? Not necessarily on this page. I did add the flamingos, so that was kind of my key for that. But you know, again, it's not necessary on every single page. And did I tell my story across my pages? Well, boys and girls, if you have followed my direction, you are going to be able to have taught your reader across pages. So you would be able to check all of those pretty much. Then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to scoot this over so I can look at my words. Okay. Do I have neat writing? I do, for the most part. If I needed to fix anything, if it was something that my reader, now you got to remember, your reader are usually your classmates or other kids. And so you've got to make sure that your writing is neat enough and that you've stretched your words so that they'll be able to read it. If I can't read it, then your student readers and friends wouldn't be able to read it. So be thinking about that as you do your work. Did I put spaces between my words? Yep. Do I have punctuation? All right, let's see. Flamingos live in or near lakes. There's my period. Do I have a capital? Oh, I'm not there yet, am I? Most flamingos live in Africa and parts of South America. There's my period. You can see I used a caret to put in America because I kind of messed up on that the first time. And I also wanted to remind you that you can use carets if you need to. They like warm water, and there's my period there. So I would check that. Do my sentences start with capital? Well, my F is capital. Here's a period, so then my M is capital. Here's some punctuation, so then my T right here is a capital. So, and I capitalize South America because that's the name of the country. Did I spell my word wall words correctly? So what that means, boys and girls, just remember, those are our sight words. Those are words that we should know by heart. Sight words, we should know them automatically, and we should be able to spell them and think about them. We should not have to sound them out. So like the word in, or, and, they, like, those are all word wall words that should be spelled correctly. And then boys and girls, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do that on every single page. I'm not going to put a check mark if it is not done well. What that tells me is I need to go back and I need to revise and I need to do a little bit of editing on that page. This might be a good time to have a grown-up help you kind of go through this and talk you through it. And just maybe pick one thing or two that you need to fix on that page. Because remember, boys and girls, all authors, every one of them, sometimes in that, I don't know if everybody watches, but my class watched a video about Mo Willems and how he had to go through the editing process, and he had to send his book back 8 or 9 times sometimes. And so just think about that. It's not about being the first one done. It's about doing your personal best. And when we have somebody help us look at and revise our writing, it helps us grow stronger as writers. Well, boys and girls, then when you get done with that, I'm hoping that I'm going to get another video created that shows you how to do Adobe Spark. And if you would like to add your book to Adobe Spark, then that would be amazing. All right. Well, I'm super proud of you, boys and girls. I know you've been working hard. Keep working. I cannot wait to learn about all those animals that you guys have chosen to research. Happy writing.